Hello everyone, this is Max Payne 171, and today here, what I wanted to do was show you how to make fan art and other things. And I made a pretty decent fan cover the last time, and another time after that, and I really enjoy making these nice make-believe fan covers because I find them really cool, and I like them, and they'll grow in number. If you guys want to make your own, I have tutorials on these that you guys can watch and everything like that, but that's not what we're going to do today. What I wanted to talk to you guys about is this Unity game engine. Now, I gotta say is, I absolutely suck at game engines. Like, I can't really tell you how terrible I am at them, and trying to perform these things and get up and going with them, and regarding the programs and everything, because I can make terrain. That's no biggie. That's nothing. But I can make simple walk animations. Now, I've been watching tutorials. I watch tutorials. It never happens for me. I make terrain. I do everything that a normal person would do, as if they were making these things, and I still just can't do it. I know how to use the skybox system, all this nice stuff that happens in this, Unity stuff here. I make grass comes up and it automatically moves. I know how to get the terrain to be colored and everything, but I just like it to be kind of white here, and I'll sprinkle a little brown, grass colored here, grass colored there, and then I'll go around and do a bunch of other things to make sure that the universe where I'm going to be at is correctly made. Now this game that I'm trying to make isn't going to be first person. It's a third person game. It's 6 players co-op, and the HUDs will go up here, across here, and across the bottom here, and then the FPS level will be critically high, so you don't get the lag in the game and everything like that. But I haven't figured out the technology and how to use the HUD up here if I want to make my own custom HUD. I've seen tutorials on it, and one guy actually did a HUD. He actually made his like a sort of Mario type of thing with the hearts, and you fall off the ledge and you die and everything like that. But see, what I want to do is use how the Final Fantasy games are and make a numeric counter. Have the maximum health up here in these areas up here, along this area, have their names and everything, kind of like the Final Fantasy X2, the characters and they got their name. But I don't like that in Final Fantasy games they always put only 3 characters in the party at one time. I think everyone should be in, because then you get the multiplayer aspect, and then you get the more fun, and it would sell more. And you don't always have to, oh dude, that's a filthy game, but can I play it with you? And then you're like, no, because it's always one player. And then you're like, well, single player games are fun and everything, but wouldn't you like to share the fantasy for once? Come out with something that actually you and your friends could share together. Guys can just sit down on the couch, pick up like 4 or 5 controllers and just go to work, and stuff like that, stuff that involves teamwork, with the efforts and everything. It comes to a point. They're coming out with the 15th Final Fantasy game. That's great. That's actually freaking awesome. Now I'm not saying anything about it because me personally, I would love to play it. You know, I want to play it, but wouldn't it be cool if Final Fantasy games were 2 players? You know, I always used to think about this as I played the other Final Fantasy series and everything. I'm just hoping for them to come out with that one Final Fantasy in the main branch of the series where you guys can when you guys have multiple characters, you can actually share the fantasy. You know, you're on this humongous terrain, and you and your teammates, and then there's just monsters in the grass everywhere. You know, you got humongous beasts, everything like that. You know, that's all the quality of everything. You know, it's how I would make a Final Fantasy game. You know, I mean, the sky doesn't scroll in this game or anything like that. In this game, it has nothing in it. It's in the beginning stages. You know, it's just what I think my world would feel like. And you know, of course, you can travel over in this area over here to get, you know, behind the mountains. And I mean, you know, the terrain is actually enlarged. So I made this terrain really huge, so it will take you a long time to get to the edge of the terrain, and then all the way over there and over there, you know, east, west, north, and south. You know, it's just, I mean, you know, I had compasses in my games, you know, like experience and weapons, menus, everything like that had those in a traditional Final Fantasy game, but doing it in my own way so that it makes my game spark. And I seen someone who made a fantasy game, but then they made a game for fantasy and they put it in here for Unity. They got the skeleton, but the main character guy looks just like he's from the Roman Empire or something. Like he could be in what you call it, and Spartan or something. You know, it's just, it's okay. You know, I'm not gonna criticize or anything because I know I can't do Unity work for them. And you know, people comment on it and be like, why are you even talking when you should be working on it? But you know, my art is my art. I like it, you know. I like what I've done here. I mean, it's not finished or anything. There's way too many trees. I gotta fix that, because trees don't grow in hills like that. They don't go like that. That's unreal and unethical how the trees are spread out, are all this cloud together like that, and then they're going in straight lines. So I'm going to try to randomize it. You know, you might find a little patch of trees here or there, you know. I mean, you know, so that it just don't look like someone just took a paintbrush and just and smoothed it all over the terrain area and the aspect of grass and everything like that. I gotta fix that, because I mean, you know, you guys, they got the billboard. I gotta turn that off too, because that is creepy when they just stare at you like that. You know, you don't even get the unique turn in 3D of the grass. You just get this humongous, everything's following you. You know, you can't really see it very well, but if you look down at the lower blades grass down here in this area, as the screen goes up, you can see that the billboard is on, because it just turns like that. And then the lag is terrible too. But you know, it's cool if I look over here, but there's so many objects over there, it just lags every time I look over there. You know, I mean, you know, this area right here between the ridge here is designed for the bridge. I was gonna put there, so that way we can, you know, everybody. And then of course the grass just keeps going for some reason. I gotta also fix that, because I don't want grass everywhere. Sometimes the grass can get a little annoying. You know, I want everything to be different, you know, everything that I always wanted it to be, you know. I mean, if I'm gonna make a Final Fantasy game, well, not a Final Fantasy game, but like a fantasy game, or an RPG, should I say, I'm gonna make it so that it's 2-player co-op or more, you know, so everyone shares the fantasy. They get to live their dreams and fight put everything together. You know, I haven't figured out how to do the snow very well yet. I'm still working on everything, but once I get down Unity, you'll see a lot of differences here. You know, I personally like to share everything with everyone. You know, I think it's cool, so I'm not gonna reminisce for everyone. You know, I don't care what anyone thinks anymore. So, and then I was gonna put a village down in this area, you know, a little settlement away from all the chaos, and then put a safe zone area around this area. And actually, I should try to do it, but you know how it is, man. I don't know what that Unity thing is there for. It wasn't there earlier, but whatever. You know, first time for everything, I guess. Well, yeah, I have a really good story. I've written it in Microsoft Word, and it's the tragic story of someone's life. I'm not going to say who. It's my own personal character. I don't need anyone fighting from me or anything like that. And it's just, I know you guys wouldn't do that to me. But, you know, it's just the aspect of, you know, people don't really care for anyone else. They just, like, care for themselves. So. But yeah, this is the place where, you know, I go. I wanted to get a view of the area, and they also, you drop down here, you probably die or something, because she looks like a ridge. And then, you know, the trees get detailed as I go down here, but you know, I personally, you know, I'd like for them to make better trees, you know, some that actually move with the wind, not just the grass, you know, because I guess you gotta animate these, I'm not sure. You know, but we animate the trees, and this computer would probably increase the lag even more. You probably get so much lag it wouldn't even be worth your time to try to make things real like that. Especially since we're not making with a workstation. I'm on a little laptop. And really, I shouldn't even be using it, but I am, because I'm in a time where I'm in the planning stage, so I have to make everything accordingly, otherwise the stage will go for nothing. And that's really a problem. You have game drop time limits and everything, but since I don't work for any companies or anything, you know, I have all the time in the world. But you know, as these systems get better and better, you know, one day I want to release my own system too. You know, I'm gonna try to make that happen. But first, I gotta work for companies that make games and stuff in order to do so, get the money to invest in the thing. But I have a prototype, so I'm good. So, but everyone I want to criticize, make all these comments and everything, I don't care. It's not me, so I don't comment. I don't criticize other people's stuff anyway. So, but I know that I will criticize my own stuff. You know, you always gotta be skeptical about everything, especially when it comes to these things, because you never know. But like I said, that is what I want to do now. And seeing as how I really do suck at what do, you know, this is the best I can do, you know. I mean, you know, I can make the terrain, be, like, opposite colors and everything, but I like the snow effect. I think that if I leave this white and make it look like it's snowing outside. I always did want to make a snowy area, you know, in this game, but because, you know, killing monsters in the snow is always awesome, you know. You gotta think about it. I mean, if I'm not gonna kill monsters in the in the snow, then you know I might as well not kill anything at all. So you gotta think about all this. And then you know if you want yours bigger, then just you know get it accordingly, I guess. And then you know try the game, you know play it. And then what you'll find is your open world is even bigger than before. So it's like you're in a different area from where you were then. So what's going to happen is, see, this is spread out more now. This ridge became humongous. You know, it's going to take a while for us to get there, but you got to get there somehow. So, I mean, I'm not going to increase the speed of how fast I can run because I'm not trying to go for how fast I can run. I'm trying to go for realism here. You're gonna get tired as you cross through this entire area. You know, you're not gonna be like, ooh, I feel great through the whole game. You know, that doesn't make for realism. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna need water. You're gonna need help. You're gonna, you know, you're gonna make additional levels to the game. You know, the map and everything like that. So I guess what I would say is, if you're gonna go through the desert, you're gonna lose your water, and you're gonna dehydrate without water. You know, you can find oases and you know all the good stuff that are in deserts, but are like not really. See what I want to do is make like a type of city-like environment that goes into Unity. See, I can't really create those yet. I'm terrible at everything I do. So yeah, that's better. But I want to make a town up here. I'm ready. And then I got plenty of space to make like a small village here or something. And they got a beautiful view. Okay, well let's try something here. Create an area where there is no I don't really understand why the heck that is like that. Oh, it's because I moved. Okay. So this position right here is 172.68. So if I'm going to create a medieval house here, I could just drag it in. I can't just drag it in here. I have to place it somewhere. Wait, can I okay. Now I see. Okay, so if I press play again, okay, so would it reset my position, or would I just be right there again? I know people give a lot of negative comments. Ooh, how did I get through here? I'm dying. Oh. Okay, now I gotta find my equipment.
Are you recording?
Yeah. And then hopefully I don't just die again. Nope, I'm dying again. Okay, maybe I'm gonna have to go with let's try this one. Let's see if I save parlay plays. Dang, I'm getting closer though. Okay, I'll go. Change the position to 1 or 3. Now let's try that. There we go. Okay, now I gotta get down from there because I don't even see how I got up here in the first place. I was over there. Ooh, village camp. Oh, you know what? This area will be great for a dirt road. Like, you see how that bridge goes like that? Like, over here in this area right here. The bridge would go great in that area. Like, it would be astounding if I just put dirt road that leads out to, like, the open area. Instead of going through the main area, we could just fence that off. Speaking on that, I'm gonna buy a fence and I'm gonna post it all the way around the whole entire thing in that area. That way, players would have to go around to get there. Not only that, citizens in cities could be overrun, and since everything here has its place and it can get messed up easily. I'm not gonna incorporate this just yet. I'm about to write my scripts out first. Like, I already made one pre-render script in C+ code, or maybe this. I have a question for you viewers out there, whoever watches this or anything like that. Do any of you guys know if Unity could take JavaScript? I'm not going to search for it. I'm just going to let somebody answer this, because I really want to know, but I think that it does take JavaScript. I'm not sure. I think I've seen it earlier, but I could be wrong. So if it takes JavaScript, I'm not gonna write it in Java. I'm thinking it takes only C++. I'm not sure. This could be just one of those stupid questions, and I tend to ask those a lot. So if you guys are gonna be watching these videos, I might have a lot of questions for you guys. For you people who like to use Unity, I'm not, an expert. I just started, so, I used to do it, so I haven't done it in a while, so. But I'm thinking that this area right here is a mountain ridge because it's been going on quite a while now. I'm not sure where the heck I put that house at, but I know that it's somewhere along these areas here. And actually, I think we're coming up on it right now. The village, the road that leads out of the village goes down this way, so we have to be careful not to get killed along the road here. Because if you die, then it's your fault. You know, you let the villager chief down, you let everyone else down too. So you gotta really make sure that you and your comrades work together in order to complete all the missions and everything that I'm gonna lay out for you guys. And especially if I do make a game in the near future, I do encourage myself to make a good game in the near future. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it, but if I do, then you guys are going to be in one heck of a gaming challenge, because the game that I'm going to make is going to be really extremely hard. I encourage people not to get frustrated at the realism of the games and the aspects behind the entire thing, because when you have realism and you have art, you know, it really does get to affect the way you're going to do everything. You know, it starts to help you out with everything. I mean, with the enemies and everything. You're gonna need teammates one way or another. No one likes to play with AI that just sit there. You know, you like to have a partner with some brains, and I think that's what the game industry is really trying to push, is trying to make the AI as human-like as possible. And it can be done. You know, you can script every single day. You know, I mean, scripts, they help and everything. You know, behaviors through scripts and what they should do and everything like this. You know, it all goes together somewhere. However you want it, it's all yours. You know, you're gonna want a teammate that actually does damage on the battlefield. You're not just gonna want a robot who misses every shot. Have you guys ever noticed that? You're playing a war game, you got AI partners, and they're shooting at people. No one's dying, but as soon as you hit them, they die right on the spot. It's like, aren't you guys supposed to be doing something too? I know I have this problem. I'll be like, what the heck are you guys doing? We were supposed to be a teamwork here, and you guys didn't even do anything. Like, I just killed every single person on this battlefield. You guys did nothing. And you know, that's the problem. You know, you get all these moments where you're like, did I have to? You know, did I really want to? And you're gonna ask yourself, I didn't want to do all the work here. You know, I was going to do some of this stuff too. You know, you guys can't just not do anything either. You guys gotta work too. You know, I'm not gonna keep doing all the work because you guys are lazy. You guys are just bums. Then you get mad at all your teammates because they just messed everything up, and you're like, why did you do that? Why would you do a thing like that at a time like this? We were supposed to be on covert ops, and you guys go ahead and set off the bomb or something. Especially when you have your own, you know, settings for your AI. You know how game creators are really trying to push the aspect of you get to customize your teammates, and they do everything according to what you just said to do, and then you're like, well, I told them to do something, but they didn't really do it because their AI is bad programming. Their AI just is not detailed enough, and that's really a thing that the game creators are really trying to push in the industry. Realistic human-like AI characters. And you know, the AI is cool and everything. You know, I mean, it's good for it to be there, but you know, there comes a time where you're gonna want someone there. You know, like your girlfriend or something. You know, someone that's dear to you there playing with you. You know. I mean, you know, it's not gonna be. If you don't always want to just be you. You know, you know, you want to play with your brother or something. You know, you don't just want to play on your own, because if you play on your own, then you get these dumb AI characters who half the time don't even hit the characters on the enemy AI. You know, you gotta kill everyone yourself, basically. And, you know, there's numerous ways to, you know, try to reminisce for this, you know, over and over again. You know, you're gonna find yourself wondering, is it really worth it in a time to really just try to, you know, try to compensate for all the other AI characters' actions, because you're compensating for the rounds that don't really add up. You know, I mean, people, you know, I get things that really go for, you know, because, you know, you want something that really want to stand out.
I'll do it just for you. Just tell me what this to do, and I'll do it. Enterprise.
Medieval Buildings collection.
I don't mind.
I download all the free stuff. You know, they're bad and they're good in rendering anyway. So, especially, ooh, this is one I want. I love downloading these. They come in handy, especially when you're trying to make a fantasy game. You want a medieval town, and you know, everyone's going with the new stuff. Lately, sometimes I just want to go back and, you know, make an RPG classic that everyone's gonna like. You know, everyone back in the days when it was the 90s. You know, I got a kick out of the Secret of Mana series. I got the kick out of the very first Final Fantasy games. I get a kick out of the fantasy series. I think they're great. You know, they're not bad. You know, I also get a kick out of Call of Duties, you know, Assassin's Creed, all the good games everyone likes. I love Tomb Raider. That's a good game too. I'm gonna be quiet now because I've been talking for over 30 minutes so far. So.
Sure. I cannot wait to see Sasuke and Naruto fight for real though. I can't cry, you guys. What, you think I'm gonna pick that sad? Why don't anyone pick that sad? Yes it is. Did you see how they were when they first started hanging out? They were like brothers, friends. I don't know what else to say. It's just sad to me, you know? And I can't wait to see them battle heads up. I wonder what's going to happen at the end. At the very, very end.
It just occurred to me that this is taking forever. Hang on, I'll be back, guys. Hey, welcome back, guys. It just finished downloading, and I guess it's going great now. So I'm gonna import it because let's make that city I was talking about here. So you know, there's a problem with it. the aspects of this thing is because I can't get the fences areas. I can't really get the whole fence thing, because you know how that is, you guys trying to do something and sometimes it just don't work out or something that happens, all this stuff plays a factor in how well you're gonna want to do when the time comes when you're gonna want to do something with what you're trying to create. And unfortunately it gets rough, and to the point where you're gonna be like, why am I sitting here trying to attempt the god dang impossible when I could be trying other things? And really, I can all I can say is, don't ever give up on yourself. You're gonna be times where people's gonna just be mad and everything like that. And you're gonna wanna beat them to a pulp, But no, you're not gonna want to. There's areas of where people just can't, accept things. I'm trying to figure out where to put those houses at, if they're even in here. I thought I imported those, and obviously I didn't, because if I did, they definitely probably be here. Although I'm not really sure. Let's see. I'll go try to import a package, and actually go for custom package. Maybe it's in the library. Metadata. I always have trouble locating these files because it's hard to try to get them when you got such and such things kind of in a way. I'm gonna go back to the app. I'm gonna go back to the what you call it, the asset store here, because I'm still trying to get a fence area. I'm trying to get the fences going here. I'm still trying to get down all these other, like I like this one. These are good. I like the wood fence and these stone fences. Stone fences could be for the castle areas that you'd have to clear through the game. So that I'm gonna download this because it's gonna be pretty quick here. I'll have that slowed. Now I can import all the assets. See, I didn't do this with the house once I downloaded, so it's kind of lost at this point in time.
Hey, is that my computer that you can't do?
No.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Could not import.
Tomorrow I want to go outside and do all this stuff. Well, I didn't even hear you. said, tomorrow you want to go outside and then go and do all this stuff? You gotta make those songs again.
You know
yeah,
what? I think I got an idea. I'm going to stop this. I think I got it. Wait a minute. Okay, so medieval house. I can set one. Right there. Then set one. Right there. And then click play. If that's in the area that I think it is, I should see some houses right about now.
I think we're close to fighting heads up. Like actually really
yet again, start right there. That's really irritating. Okay.
Hey, what are you doing?
So what I'm gonna have to do is get rid of these because I obviously do not need them.
I guess
because this stupid first-person controller keeps going way back over here where it shouldn't even be in the first place. And I set this all the way up to 103. It gives me this retarded area that I shouldn't even be in. But I'm all the way up here. I know dang well that I should start it all the way over there where I was setting those stupid houses at. See, now I got these lag houses floating in the air. And they shouldn't even be floating in the air because I can't navigate this stupid area. Especially since it keeps starting on a stupid hill in the first place. Not irritating that is. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, you can have corral. There it is. You try to fill it in as best you can. Because, come up with all these good ideas and everything. It really does happen that way. You know, so partake in planning this house here.
Oh, I'll sing it also.
And then yet again, it disappears. See that? You can't place a house here, because if you do, it'll be floating in midair like that, and you can't anchor it to the ground, because if you do, then it'll go through the ground. What I gotta do is, okay, here's what I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm angry. I know what I'm gonna do. I gotta get rid of these medieval houses here. They're going in the same place. It's not even working. So what I gotta do is go save scene.
Why?
Save scene. Now I don't know what's going on here. My computer's acting really dumb. There. It's out of Unity for now. Go back in here, start it up again. Then spend 40-minute thing as to explaining what I'm trying to do here.
I wonder, should they don't keep...
Okay, I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to create something simple. Getting rid of this. This doesn't belong here. I'm going to new scene again. Okay, I've got this new scene. What?
Wasn't it Naruto out on the set? I mean, when we were in Federal, right?
Probably. It was out in the 90s.
Because I thought it was playing in Federal, wasn't it?
Probably. Anyway.
Like, you don't remember watching the dude that looked great with the with the yellow hair, orange hair?
Probably was.
That was Naruto. Because remember, they used to play him like in Elijah. Didn't they?
Yeah, I guess.
I could have sworn they did. Because I hated that show because he looked white to me. Remember?
I guess.
And then you actually made me watch it, and then I liked it.
Oh, yeah.
But that was incredible. But that's not what I started
Okay,
watching.
that's what I need. Is Fence.
And I hate it.
I downloaded this.
Oh, am I distracting you?
You are, actually.
Oh, okay. You should have told me to be quiet.
Okay, so.
Like.
I could have sworn I downloaded this, though. I shouldn't. Okay, obviously I didn't.
Hey, Jeff. Why are you so tired?
This.
Am I distracting
This
you?
is what I need right here.
Nope, I'm in the
Because
talking. Oh,
I have
then I'm going to keep talking.
this thing.
Oh, yeah, you're doing already good. Yes.
Oh.
I am tired. You ought to be out there eating all day.
And I thought.
That's so mean. Yeah.
Wait, it's the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Greasy.
Thank you, God. It's like,
Somebody gave me a pair.
oh.
You're gonna be looking this way and this thing coming down. Your eyes might get locked, and then you be forever cross-eyed.
What? You could do that?
Yeah, that can happen.
Oh.
What could happen? Well, I can't. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Ooh, smack them right. Yup. Huh? Okay, I got it.
Finally, let's see if I can import. Oh yeah, I can import. Yes, that's good. Because, see, I was trying to decompress this thing very, very earlier.
I didn't even know that could happen.
It's a very large package. I already downloaded it.
Look at
It was pretty fast.
What was Mama talking about?
It went on, and I was pretty grateful to get this early. This decompressing file takes a while. It's not something I'd want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this and I'm going to wait until this thing finishes. And until then, I'll get back to you guys. Decompressing area. See, it's decompressing now. Taking a while actually.